squad goes toe-to-toe with another foe on the baseball diamond. Along with a full schedule of non-league opponents, Orofino faces off with longtime rivals Grangeville and St. Mary's in hopes of making another trip to the Idaho State Championships. So sit back and grab a hot dog and bowl of popcorn. It's Orofino Maniac Baseball. And now let's go to the ball field for today's presentation of Orofino High School Athletics on KLER AM 1300.
Well, you couldn't ask for a nicer day to play baseball here on the Clearwater. Hello, everybody. Jeff Jones and C.J. Thompson as we get set for yet another Orofino High School baseball game. Today, the Maniacs, who are 0-1 on the season, looking for their first victory, going to be taking on the Timberlake White Tigers. We unfortunately had a typo on our schedules. We thought it was Lakeland, but it's actually Timberlake out of Spirit Lake, a 3A school, CJ, and it's always great to play up. You get a chance to measure your kids against maybe a bigger school.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So if you were hoping to see, your friends from Lakeland, if you were hoping they were going to come into town, then might be a little bit disappointed there. But
yes,
let the Maniacs starting the season off against the Lewiston Bengals. So it was the JV squad. I think that was a great thing for them. They got to see some pitchers that could put some heat behind it, some guys that were very fundamentally sound and play against extremely well-coached ball club. And I think all of those experiences can be very valuable, especially for the younger kids on the squad.
Well, yeah, and today you're playing Timberlake, a 3A school. Orofino was in that 3A classification just a few years back, as a matter of fact, and so Timberlake was one of their league opponents, and they had quite a bit of success against them, as a matter of fact. But as the years go by and you lose some kids in your school, your classification drops down. Orofino still with an opportunity to play a school today that they've got measured success against. So that's what I think Coach Midstock is looking for today. I think he saw some good things just 2 nights ago, CJ, when Lewiston came to town. What were we in the third inning? We thought, this is not good. Of course, the 5A school is just going to put their big booted jack foot on the back of our necks and push our feet and our face into the dirt. But Orofino turned it around. They took the lead in the 6th inning, and we thought, well, this is definitely going our way. And then, of course, the Maniacs just could not hold on to that lead in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, I think all around it was a fantastic experience. And looking back, really did see some shining performances from a few. Jaron Christofferson, who started the ball game on the mound, he pitched extremely well. Coach Midstock was giving a couple innings to multiple different pitchers so that you could see kind of what they have into a live action setting, give them some reps early in the season in a game that doesn't really count towards your playoff hopes. But also our Pizza Factory player of the game, a youngster, Dash Barlow, starting today at first base, played a fantastic ball game, got a double in the first inning that brought across the Maniacs' first run, and then a sac fly later in the ball game that brought across another. He's someone that has a bright future in a Maniac uniform.
And it's great to have a couple of lefties in the lineup, as Orofino does, Dash hitting from the left side, and the switch hitter, Turcotte, who hit in the leadoff spot. We saw him hit, I think, 3 times from the left side, and then when there was a lefty out on the mound, he switched and hit from the right side. So it's always great to have that in your arsenal.
Oh, most definitely. Any weapons that can be added, I know Coach Midstock will welcome any and all.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, C.J. Thompson has a Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores when we come back after this.
The morning paper arrives and you just can't extend your arms far enough to focus on the print. Does this seem like a typical day for you? Help is just an appointment away with Family Eye Care in Orofino and Kamei. Dr. Rick Lundgren is the Valley's trusted optometrist when it comes to your eyesight. Family Eye Care's highly trained staff will make sure your family has the finest in air care and eyewear. Call for an appointment and let Dr. Rick Lundgren perform a complete eye examination with the latest technology available. Single lens, bifocal, or progressive eyeglasses. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses, contact lenses, sunglasses, and designer frames. Family Eye Care on Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and on Highway 12 West in Kamei is your stop for name brand frames, optics, and people who really care about your eyesight. Family Eye Care, where most insurance coverage is accepted along with major credit cards. We put your family first at Family Eye Care.
When life throws you a curveball, your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers great features like money-saving discounts, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and cash back. This card saves you money. Does your debit card do that? P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
Student athletes are some of the hardest working individuals we have in our small communities. Up early for class and home late from practice. And when an injury happens, that's when everything goes south. Riverside Physical Therapy offers all our kids free injury screening to help them get back on their feet again. Visit Riverside Physical Therapy on Highway 12 today for your free injury screen to help you back on the field of play. Riverside Physical Therapy, backing all our kids.
Welcome back once again. Time now for Riverside Physical Therapy, schedules and scores. If you're questioning the extent of an ache, pain, or injury, call or stop by Riverside Physical Therapy for your complimentary injury screen today. For our schedules and scores, we'll take a look at the Orofino Maniac upcoming schedule. We have, of course, the double dip today against Timberlake. Second game will be approximately 4 o'clock. And then Bonners Ferry, the Badgers, will be coming to town on Friday. We'll have a doubleheader with games at 2 and 4. And then they'll stay the night and be right back at it for a single game on Saturday. Then it'll be another Friday, Saturday, 3-game setup with Priest River on the following week, March 26th and 27th, same times, 2 and 4 for the doubleheader, 10 o'clock for that single game. The following week on Tuesday, the Maniacs will have a double dip with the Grangeville Bulldogs. That is April 6th, and then they'll have St. Mary's in town on Saturday, the 10th. Looking down to the end of the schedule, Districts is scheduled for Friday, May 14th and Saturday, May 15th. And then States will be at Hollywell Field in Pocatello Friday and Saturday, May 21st and 22nd. As Maniacs take the field, we'll send it away for a pregame break. Jeff and I are back after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The Spring Merchandise Book is now out and available to pick up at Orofino Builder Supply. Filled with fantastic buys for outdoor living, lawn and garden, tools, and a whole list of needs you have around the house. Come in today and sign up to win $500 in an Orofino Builder Supply shopping spree. Use your shopping giveaway to purchase anything from the Spring Merchandise Book. Paint supplies, home essentials, even building materials. 2 giveaways will be awarded, but you must sign up to win by May 31st only at Orofino Builder Supply.
It's now easier than ever to meet up with your healthcare provider. Clearwater Valley and St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics would like to introduce you to telemedicine. From the comfort of your own home, visit virtually your physician and stay at home and stay safe. Call the clinic and see if you're a good candidate for a telehealth appointment. A link will be sent to your email that you can click on at your scheduled time to have your confidential visit. Clearwater Valley and St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics. We go farther so you don't have to.
His wife's words echoed in his mind.
You never fix anything around here.
Well, today that would change. He would fix the water heater. He'd show her that he wasn't just the man of the house, he was the handyman of this house. He was more than capable. Oh, no. And we covered it. UFH2O. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Hi, this is Greg Kimberling. We invite you to see us at our new location at 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston.
Oh, I love family road trips. The wind in my ears, the treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing we got a free safety check at Les Schwab Tires. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires. Limited time offer while supplies last. Actual discount amount depends on tire and wheel size and type. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions apply. Details at leschwab.com.
Why do your friends and neighbors choose to shop locally at Orofino Marketplace? It's because of the low prices, quality food, and the smiles you'll see on our employees every day. Orofino Marketplace is your hometown marketplace where we believe in community, donating to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events. Orofino Marketplace is all about our hometown values and that personal connection with you. Open daily when you need us the most. Orofino Marketplace.
If you're like so many who suffer from lower back pain, you should know you don't have to live with it. Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness Center can help you once and for all treat the pain without breaking the bank. Back problems are the leading cause of people missing work. Many times it's brought on by poor sitting posture, frequent forward bending, and heavy lifting objects. The highly qualified staff at Orofino Physical Therapy can help you when you start with a free pain assessment. Getting you pain-free, that's our goal at Orofino Physical Therapy. Coronavirus. It rules how we live, eat, and breathe. Now you can get reliable answers from someone you trust. Dr. Ann Lima and other providers from Clearwater Valley and St. Mary's hospitals and clinics will discuss the current health scare in a way we can all understand. Thursday afternoons at 12:20 and again at 5:20, medical providers from CVH and St. Mary's will discuss how we can all stay healthy in the shadow of COVID-19. A service of Clearwater Valley Hospital. Tune in on KLER AM and FM.
And we welcome you back to the ballpark here at Orofino as we get set for Orofino taking on the Timberlake White Tigers. Jeff Jones, C.J. Thompson. We're going to run down the starting lineup. First off, for the Timberlake White Tigers, they lead it off with Andrew Horn. He is today's starting center fielder. Vance Luigi is the left fielder hitting second. At short today is Alex Drake. In the cleanup spot, Jacob Hessing, and he is also the starting pitcher for Timberlake today. Wyatt Kitchen is fifth in the order, the third baseman. Caleb Knight is today's backstop. Joe Borges is the first baseman hitting seventh. Cooper Lentz, the second baseman, will hit eighth, and then Luke Arnsbreck is the right fielder hitting ninth. So one more time for Timberlake, it's Horn, Luigi, Drake, Hessing, Kitchen, Knight, Borges, Lentz, and Arnsbreck. Here's CJ with a look at the Maniac defense.
And the Maniacs in the field. We get our first look at the right-handed hurler, Brayton Turcotte, on the mound as he tosses his warm-up tosses to his battery mate, Jaron Christopherson. You'll see the regular starting catcher tossing to the other catcher on the squad. Not often you see that. Nick Drobish over at third base. Nodal at short, Joe Sperano. Easton Schneider drawing the start today at second. Dan rounding out the infield at Dash Barlow. From left to right in the field, Steve Bradbury, Rylan Larson, and Emmett Lilly.
All right, here we go. As Turcotte fires the first pitch high, we are underway with ball one. Thank you so very kindly for listening into Maniac Baseball here on AM 13, KLER Orofino. The righty fires the next pitch low and away for ball two, 2 balls and no strikes. Braden with the 2-0 delivery right down the pipe, but it again is low for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff hitter, Horn. He'll tap the outside half of the plate, does Horn, and Braden comes with the first pitch, just again a little bit high. I was thinking first pitch strike, or the first strike, but no, it's a 4-pitch walk. The first walk given up by Braden.
Turcotte with a lot of experience against some of the best competition offered around here as he spent some time on the Twins in the LC Valley.
Luigi steps in, and the first offering to him is tight for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Braden will work from the stretch now. As a short lead by Horn, taken by first. He's held on by Barlow. And A toss over to first, and just back in time is Horn. Nice move by Braden, and a nice glove by Dash, because he took that ball just below the belt and slapped a tag on the helmet of Horn.
Too bad he's not an infielder. It'd be cool to say Horn goes around the horn.
Here's the 1-0. Bender that stays up high. So Braden yet to find the strike zone as he takes his cap off, adjusts it, trying to get settled in. You can see him moving his shoulders, his hips, and his knees. He wants to find out where that release point is. The 2-0 delivery now on the way to Luigi. Again, that's a called strike. So right around the letters, and our home plate umpire says, there's your first strike, Mr. Turcotte. 2 balls and a strike to the left fielder standing at home plate. Braden with a check of the runner, and another throw, and the ball comes out of the glove of Barlow. Again, that's the case of trying to make the tag before the ball is secured in the webbing of that glove, CJ, and it just comes out. Again, they're doing a good job keeping Horn close to the sack at first. Vance waiting at the plate. Here comes the pitch. It is high for ball 3, 3-1. Braden throwing up a pretty steady diet of fastballs, CJ. There might have been a curve located in there somewhere along the line, but the delivery is pretty much the same. 3 balls and a strike, and Braden's pitch is a strike at the knees to Vance. 3-2 now.
Over on deck, shortstop Alex Drake, Jacob Hessing in the hole.
Braden with that left glove on his hip. Now he'll come set at the chin. Pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. That's the first opportunity, or the first Timberlake White Tiger swat that we have seen. Braden now starting to get a little bit more around that zone as he works from the stretch, right foot on the right side of the rubber as CJ and I look at it here from the ballpark at Orofino High. Here's the 3-2. It is a called third strike. Drops in there nicely for the first out. So against 1 walk, Turcotte now has a strikeout to his credit, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Alex Drake. Alex will step in, taps the inside half of the plate. The outside is he will hit from the right side. Again, a short lead by Horn over at first base. Starts him out with a bender, called strike. 0-1. CJ, it's only really been hours since we were at the ballpark last time. When we finished up our last broadcast, it was cold, and colder, and now another nice day, another move over to first base. But my goodness gracious, I could stand to have baseball like this all year long.
Oh yeah, finally starting to feel a little bit like spring.
0-1. Braden set at the chin, and he'll come to the plate with a curveball. It's off of the glove of Christopherson, so down to second base goes Horn, and that will go in the books as a wild pitch, as it was behind the back of the hitter Drake.
Sunny blue skies, just barely a breeze out here.
Middle infield playing straight away as Horn will make his way away from the sack. The ball gets underneath the glove of Christopherson, so from second to third goes Horn. And unfortunately, we will call that a pass ball because that was knocked down by the glove of Christopherson at home plate. He got that glove down on it, CJ, but he just couldn't lay down on it and keep the runner over at second base. So now Horn is poised to score just 90 feet away. Pitches inside. It's a called strike on Alex, so the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Turcotte's one of those that Coach Midstock is going to rely on all season long for consistent performances on the mound.
Now the 2-2 from Turcotte. Down low, just a little on the outside half of the dish. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
2 straight full counts.
Braden has been playing baseball, I'm sure, since he was about 5 or 6. I remember him in Little League. The 3-2 now is a check swing. Pitch gets away from Christopherson. Coming down to score from third base is Horn. And so it was a strikeout, and Alex advanced to first base on the passed ball. So the White Tigers are going to get 4 outs here in this frame, CJ. And you hate to see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hessing will hit from the left side in the cleanup spot. And the first offering is on the way to him, is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1.
Drake looks like he has good speed over at first base.
Yeah, he's got a good-sized lead being held on by Dash as he extends that glove away from his position at the sack at first. The 0-1 swung on, and this one's going to be hit foul into the screen to the left. So Jacob is a little behind on that pitch, as evidenced by where he fouls it. The count 0-2. From the stretch, Braden looking for a sign. Looks like he just shook off Christopherson. Takes the second sign. And now the waste pitch on the way is a bender. This is outside for ball 1. Yeah, Jacob, I bet you, as a cleanup hitter, not going to get fooled on a bender that starts that far out. One more time. Here's a throw over to first base. This throw comes in a little high. There's a courtesy tag by Dash, but it was Alex already standing up from first base. But Alex just a very short lead away from the sack. The 1-2 is low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're just wheeling around town, why not come by the ballpark here at Orofino and take in a couple of games? We're just now underway with this one, top of the first inning. Timberlake leads at 1-0. Runner going, and now holding up as the pitch is inside. Christopherson has a good beat on it. So Alex stays put at first. He's venturing further and further away all the time. Let's see if he decides to take off for the sack. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back into the screen.
A lot of pitches here in the first so far.
You're right, CJ. You take a look at Horn. He threw 4 straight balls, and then Vance Lucci, he struck him out on the 6th pitch. And then Alex Drake went 6 pitches. He struck out, but then advanced on a pass ball, so he's there at first base. The 3-2 all over again, swung on, a little dribbler, right to the glove of Braden. He will toss over to first base. That's really only the play he's got. Advancing to second is Drake. And Jacob goes down 1-3 for the second out here in the frame.
Here comes the tall right-hander.
Hey, look at this young man, and Wyatt Kitchen. He's one of those 6-foot-plus guys that we see stand at the plate. Braden will work from the stretch again as he checks the runner at second, comes to the plate. The first pitch is a bender up high, 1-0. Measuring the plate, the third baseman, Wyatt Kitchen, with that big stick poised over his right arm. Comes with the next pitch, does Braden, for ball 2, as it rides in high on the righty. Away from second base is Drake. Not much going on out there between Sperano at short, Schneider at second. Here's the next pitch, swinging strike 1.
Bottom fell out of that pitch.
Yeah, I was just going to say, CJ, that pitch came in right around between the belt and the letters and ended up at the knees. And Wyatt just swings right over the top of it. 2 balls and a strike to Wyatt, and there is no throw to second base as he turned. Oh, and now we're going to have a balk called on Braden. Our fielding umpire says that he had already gone to the glove as if he was going to commit to the plate, and then Braden swung around to throw. There was nobody there, and so it's a balk. He's not boding well here for Orofino in the top of the first. The 2-1 is low. It gets away from the glove of Christopherson. Throw down to third, and the ball is off of the leg of Drobish. Back at third base is Drake. The ball got between the wickets of Christopherson, was still in the cutout at home plate, however, and you saw Alex Drake. He was probably a quarter to a third of the way down the baseline. Christopherson threw a pretty good ball to third base, but just not on the money. Pitch is low for ball 4 to Wyatt. That is the second walk given up by Braden. So runners at the corners now with 2 away for the catcher Caleb Knight.
Now at the bat, number 9, Caleb Knight, on deck,
Again, CJ, and we've talked about this when we had our first game the other night, Christopherson and now Turcotte. These guys have not played with one another before. They're teaming up for the first time here this season. So they had a quick conversation about, where exactly Braden thinks these pitches are going to fall. So Knight steps in and he waves at the first pitch, fouls it back into the stream, 0-1.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and how long has it been since Timberline has had a baseball program? Have they ever had a baseball?
Oh, yeah, they have had baseball before, a storied baseball path.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me Pat Christopherson was,
yeah.
Was a good catcher, though.
Count is 0-1 to Caleb. A right-handed hitter stands even with the plate, and the 0-1 swung on and fouled into the glove of Christopherson. Well, actually, he didn't get a piece of it. That was just a wave by Caleb. So Maniacs just a strike away from getting out of this frame. There are 2 ducks out there for the White Tigers, one across here in the top of the first. Runners take their leads. Dash holding on, Kitchen over at first, and now the throw to second. Oh, and here comes the throw back to the plate. It's not in time. They had an opportunity for the third out at second, CJ, as Joe came in to cut the ball off, and actually Kitchen had not arrived at the bag yet. He probably could have extended his arm and at least got him to run out of the baseline. It would have been an out. Instead, they came home with it to try and get Drake. It was not in time. And so there are 2 runs across now, and Kitchen at second. Defense just did not come together the way that the Maniacs wanted.
Must have been some sort of miscommunication or something.
Yeah. 0-2 pitch is behind the back, but it hits Caleb. And so he is down at first base, hit by pitch.
Kind of bailed him out a little bit there. He was down 0-2.
Yeah. So a rough start here in the top of the first inning. Now it's the bottom third of the order, and we start with Joe Borges.
And, Braden wants nothing more than a quick out here to just stop the damage.
Kenny Wells will come in to run for Knight, one of the 2 players here on the team that will be afforded a courtesy runner. So this is Wells out there now. Borges steps in. The first offering is a strike at the hands, just on the outside half of the dish, 0-1. Yeah, Braden just wants to get out of this and say, okay, well, what did we learn from that? Here's the 0-1, swinging strike 2. So again, Braden in the second consecutive batter works ahead of the Tigers. From the stretch, with base runners on at first and second, not being held on. Set chin high. Braden delivers to the dish. It's low for ball 1. Jaron squats down behind the dish, flashes a quick sign. Braden says, yeah, I like it. And now the 1-2 delivery. There's a curveball just inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty close.
Yeah, it did look pretty good. Braden is at his best when he can be aggressive early in the count with his fastball and keep him off balance with his off-speed stuff.
Braden with a runner out at second. A quick check. Now he'll deal to the plate. Low for ball 3, 3-2. So Joe has waited out the call. He's back in the pitch count, 3-2. Braden set once again, and after a quick check, comes to the plate, swinging third strike, and that'll do it for the White Tigers here in the top of the first. They bring across 2 runs on no hits. They leave a couple out there. The Maniac half of the first when we come back after this.
Oh, I love family road trips. The wind in my ears, the treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing we got a free safety check at Les Schwab Tires. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires. Limited time offer while supplies last. Actual discount amount depends on tire and wheel size and type. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions apply. Details at leschwab.com.
When life throws you a curveball, your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers great features like money-saving discounts, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and cash back. This card saves you money. Does your debit card do that? P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
Welcome back once again. Bring home the win, Orofino, sponsoring today's OHS broadcast are your friends at Orofino Physical Therapy, Timberlake Insurance, and Orofino Builder Supply. We head to the bottom of the first, 2-0 at Timberlake. Take a look at Orofino's batting order. Joe Sperano leading off today's Nahuatl at short, followed by first baseman Dash Barlow. Had a good game on Thursday night. Braden Turcott in the 3-hole on the mound for the Maniacs. Cleanup duties go to Rylan Larson. Didn't see him the other night in center field. Hitting fifth will be Nick Drobish over at third base, followed by catcher Jaron Christofferson hitting seventh. Steve Bradbury, the left fielder. Emmett Lilly will hit eighth over in right, and Easton Schneider rounding out the order at second base. Once again, that's Sperano, Barlow, Turcott, Larson, Drobish, Christofferson, Bradbury, Lilly, and Schneider for the Maniacs.
Okay, the defense for the White Tigers, Jacob Hessing taking his warm-up tosses from the hill. Caleb Knight is his backstop. Joe Borges at first base. Cooper Lentz at second. Wyatt Kitchen at third. In the hot hole at short is Alex Drake. Vance Luigi is in left. Andrew Horn in center. And then Luke Arnsbrock is in right. 2-0. As here's the third out to second base, and the Maniacs going to try and pick up a couple of runs here in the bottom of the frame so they can get this evened up after an inning. Again, plenty of time for you to come on out, bring the family, and enjoy a little high school baseball. We're going to have a doozy of a game here. The Timberlake White Tigers, 3A Idaho State classification, Orofino Maniacs in the 2As. Joe will step in. Hitting in the leadoff spot. Working from the windup, the southpaw fires the first pitch, fly ball to center field. Horn going back, and he misjudged it. It's all the way to the warning track. He'll pick it up at dead center field, rounding second on his way to third. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. Sliding triple for Joe Sperano on the very first pitch from Hessing. Woo. Tossed up a bit of a curveball, CJ. Joe had it timed up perfect.
Yeah, hung it out there, and Joe, he was ready to get the bat on the ball after kind of struggling the other night, and he came out with a bang.
That will bring up, you go from the senior to the freshman, Dash Barlow now. Hits from the left side, and the first pitch to Dash, he offers at it, strike one. Dash has got a good wave there, CJ. He just keeps his head down all the way, sees the ball, drives through it. The 0-1 on the way to Barlow. Comes in high, 1-1. A good, well-hit ball by Sperano to dead center field. Horn tracked it down in the warning track, dead center field. From the stretch, Hessing set at the belt, and the 1-1 pitch is outside, ball 2. Down the baseline, Sperano. The lefty set below the belt, and the 2-1 delivery. High. Oh, that's going to be a called strike at the letters to Dash. 2-2.
Seems like this part of the order is pretty interchangeable. A lot of these guys, seems like you could hit them anywhere.
At the belt. Here's the pitch. Swinging third strike, and Barlow will go down on strikes. One away for Orofino here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Braden. Braden looking to pick up a run that he lost back in the top of the first inning here.
We'll see Braden hit all over the order throughout the year. We'll see him lead off. We'll see him hit cleanup.
And now time is called, and I think that actually came from our home plate umpire as Caleb Knight was getting directive from the first base dugout. So now we're back in it and ready to go. Braden standing at the plate. The first pitch to him is swung on and fouled over towards the third base dugout. 0-1. Yeah, you got to love it that you've got a true switch hitter that, like you said, CJ, you can put him just about anywhere in the lineup. Braden hitting third today. Here's the 0-1 on the way to him. High. 1-1.
And not only that, but he can play pretty much anywhere in the field as well.
You're right. You know, we've seen Braden play in a lot of different places, but I'll be honest with you, I don't remember him playing in the outfield. He probably has, but 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, and number 1 at the plate. Ace is wild, and the pitch is high and away for ball 2. Braden checks the swing, and the offering is outside for ball 3, 3-1.
Yeah, Braden just an all-around fantastic athlete. Player any coach is going to love having on his team.
Yeah, a 3-1 on the way. Swung on, a ground ball to the second baseman. He'll go to first. That's the only play he has. And Sperano comes home to score, cutting the lead in half. The White Tigers up 2-1 now. And you're going to give a sacrifice to Braden on the ground ball out. 2 away, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Rylan Larson. Larson looking for his first hit of the season. We only had 2 hits the other night against Lewiston. First pitch to Rylan is below the knees, 1-0.
Yeah, this will be Rylan's first at-bat of the season because he wasn't in the lineup the other night.
That's why he didn't have a hit, right? 1-0 on the way. Swung on, and this one's going to be hit foul out of play. I know. Let's see, who are we missing? Oh, that's right. Silas was the starting role against Lewiston.
Rylan, one of those kids we followed over at Caldwell High School the other week, playing for Timberlake at the state tournament. Great showing.
1-1. Swung on, and this one's going to be hit in the 3-4 hole out into right field. So Maniacs, again, looking to get those bats going. 2 hits now for Orofino. Triple and now a single and a run across.
Well, it's always a good sign when you're getting your first look at a new player and he steps up and sends it the other way.
Yeah. Anytime that you can command the plate that well and go the other way, you're a right-handed hitter and you send it to left field, that's the way to go. Drobish now with 1 aboard and 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning for Orofino. Pitch is swung through by Nick. 0-1. Christofferson on deck, and should he get an opportunity, Bradbury is in the hole.
Larson with good speed over at first base.
0-1 as Hessing set below the belt. And the pitch is low, but it's taken for a strike. Runner going to second. And sliding in at second without the aid of a throw is Rylan Larson. An opportunity for Knight to go. We're going to give Rylan a stolen base.
I was thinking about that when I was covering Timberline at State. Rylan is a name that you don't normally see. And Timberline had two Rylan on their roster. Rylan West and Rylan Larson. Thought that was interesting.
The 0-2 pitch on the way outside. Nice glove by Knight as he comes up out of his crouch to reel that one in. Maniacs with a tying run in scoring position out at second base. That's Larson. Sperano tripled and came home on Braden Turcotte's ground out. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Hessing deals to the plate. Swinging strike, but the ball comes out of the glove of Knight. And here's the throw down to first. It is in time, and that will wrap up the inning. Maniacs get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1 stranded. Our score after an inning of play, it's the Tigers 2, Orofino 1.
8-9, and back around to the top for Timberlake. It is Lenz, Arnsbrock, and Horn after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services and Riverside Physical Therapy say go Maniacs. And when as the Maniacs get 1 back in their half of the first, 2-1 Timberlake as we head to the top of the second, Jeff?
Well, let's see here. It's hitters 8, 9, and 1 for the White Tigers here in the top of the second. Lentz, Arnsbrock, and Horn. So getting some final coaching. Coach heads up that third baseline. Lentz will step in, hits from the right side. Braden works from the windup, kicks that left leg, and fires a curveball up there, misses just inside 1-0. So, CJ, what are you going to do before you go to bed tonight? This is probably not like what most people would ask, but...
Well, I don't have any clocks on my wall or any watches, so I'm going to let my cell phone do the daylight saving time.
Well, you're a killjoy. I have 10 clocks at my house.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that. It's a little weird.
2-0 now. Yeah, that's right. We're going to spring forward. Time for daylight savings time. The 2-0 is just inside. Wow, I don't know where that missed. I guess just inside. 3 balls and no strikes to Cooper.
I'll just ask my Alexa to do it for me.
You have Alexis?
I have Alexa, yeah.
Thinking I pay you too much. Here's the 3-0. There's a curve, drops in there for a called strike. Yeah, daylight savings time. I can't wait. I love this time of year. Spring is like a week away on the calendar. Here's the 3-1 outside, taken for ball 4. And so that is the third walk issued by Turcotte in this baseball game.
You know, it will be nice not having to be dark when I get to work. That'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah, you normally climb up to the station right around 6 a.m., get up around, 5:55?
5:57.
Oh, okay. Arnsbrock, he's in there. It takes first pitch strike. 0-1. So remember, set your clocks ahead 1 hour tonight. We'll remind you a couple of times along the way throughout this broadcast. Just something that everybody needs to remember to do. The 0-1 is swung through, strike 2, 0-2 now to Luke. On deck, Horn, a leadoff hitter. know, it's so nice today. We went out for a walk, looked at the garden, thought, oh, it's almost time to get into that garden. The 0-2 on the way to Arnsbreck. Oh, he waves at a nasty pitch that was about 3 feet above his head. Holy Toledo. Sometimes you just think, I can hit that. I can hit that. That's the mentality you've got. You can go, I can hit anything. Well, he swung at a pitch that was way out there. So that is the 4th strikeout now.
I can guarantee that the deer are looking at your garden thinking it's about time we get into that, too.
Horn waves at the first pitch, fly ball to center field. Larson draws a bead on it, makes the catch, and there is the second out of the frame. 2 away now. Yeah, my wife went out and looked at her garden, and she's got stuff flowering, or not flowering, but coming up with flower buds on it, and so she's getting quite excited. Sure, as you said, the deer are too.
They'll eat anything.
Yeah, they will too. They'll eat plastic plants if you let them. Luigi, he's going to take the first offering. That's a strike at the hands as Braden starts him out with a curve.
Luigi went down looking in the first.
Braden would love to do that once again. Pitch is swung on. A straight change from Braden, 0-2 as it's fouled back. 2-1 our score. In case you've just joined us, we're in the top of the second as the White Tigers have a 1-run advantage over the Maniacs here on this gorgeous Saturday. The 0-2 swung on, and this one's going to be pounded foul over to the third base dugout. And now we're ready to go as now Vance will step back in to the batter's box. Right field playing somewhat shy. And the pitch is low. Here's the throw down to second base, and it is to the right side of the bag, but fielded by Sperano as the ball came out of the hand of Christopherson, CJ, and it looked like it was actually had a hook to it to start tailing away. Kind of like my golf shot, where I just hook it away or slice it away.
Assuming Timberlake going to continue to run until
the 1-2 is swung on, and that'll do it for the Timberlake White Tigers here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left out there. Who's we have coming up for Orofino?
Christopherson, Bradbury, and Lilly will see the plate for the Maniacs when Jeff and I return after this.
The forensic analyst searched for clues to what could have caused the house fire.
Could that be
traces of starch? Suddenly the pieces came together. The fire was started by
an over-microwaved potato?
And we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston, see me, Greg Kimberlink, your local farmer's insurance agent.
Why do your friends and neighbors choose to shop locally at Orofino Marketplace? It's because of the low prices, quality food, and the smiles you'll see on our employees every day. Orofino Marketplace is your hometown marketplace where we believe in community. Donating to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events. Orofino Marketplace is all about our hometown values and that personal connection with you. Open daily when you need us the most. Orofino Marketplace.
Family Eye Care and P1STU are proud Maniac backers all through the year here on KLER as we head to the Maniac half of the second. Braden able to hold Timberlake scoreless in the top of 2, facing just 1 over the minimum. 2-1 Timberlake, Jeff.
You're listening to Maniac Baseball on KLER Orofino and on our YouTube channel, KLER AM 1300. Christopherson will lead things off. His first at-bat here in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch up there to him is a fastball missing inside to the big man. 1 ball and no strikes. Hessing back out on the hill. The southpaw struck out 2 in the top of the first inning. He gave up a run on 2 hits. The 1-0 is swung through, and the count even at 1-1. Working from the windup, Jacob digs into the glove, kicks that right leg, and fires with the pitch. It's going to be swung on, and it's out of the glove of the third baseman and up the left field line. And so there's another hit for the Maniacs. CJ, Orofino has more hits in this game after an inning of play than they had in the matchup against Lewiston 2 nights ago.
You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at the score, though. They did put up 11 runs.
They did. They did at that. Courtesy runner coming out for the catcher, Christofferson. I didn't get a chance to see who actually went out there for him. We'll get a beat on that in a moment. Here is Bradbury now, the left fielder for Orofino. From the stretch, Hessing deals. High, ball 1. Short lead away over at first. Showing bunt is Bradbury. And now he'll come to the plate, and the pitch is fouled. 1-1. So it looks as though Kitchen, the third baseman, plans on crashing in. While over at first, Borges is going to hold on the base runner for Christofferson. One more time, Bradbury shows bunt. And the pitch is taken inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Emmett Lilly on deck. And then Easton Schneider in the hole. Borges extends that glove over at first base, holding the base runner on for the Maniacs. And here is the 2-1. There's a nice bunt laid out right in front of the plate. Here's the throw to first. It's in time. It does sacrifice the base runner over to second base. That's the textbook bunt, CJ. Just goes dead right out in front of the plate and barely crawls to the grass.
Putting on a clinic.
So now with the runner in scoring position, Emmett Lilly will come up to the plate. And again, nothing going on out at second base as the first offering comes inside. Ball 1 to Emmett. Emmett got a couple of quality hacks in 2 nights ago against Lewiston. Looks like he's swinging the bat well. He's got a duck out there and could tie this game up. Here is the 1-0 swung on, a ground ball foul up the third baseline. Now we get reset all around the horn. And again, Drake, the shortstop, keeps maneuvering behind the runner out at second. Try to keep him close. And now the pitch is going to be swung on. Fly ball, left field, shallow, and it will drop in as Luigi dives for it, rounding third, coming home. Christofferson's base runner, the throw comes into the home, and it's not in time. And we are tied up on a little Texas leaguer off the bat of Emmett Lilly. Emmett goes from first to second on the throw into the infield. But he's going to pick up an RBI as we have it knotted up at 2 runs apiece.
And I'll tell you, as he was coming into home base or home plate, I was a little bit worried as the bat was right in the baseline. Didn't want him to get hurt there.
Yeah, normally that's the home plate umpire's job to get that out of the way when he sees it there. Schneider, the 9-hitter in the lineup, he's going to swing at the first pitch he sees, and it's knocked down by the third baseman, Kitchen. The throw to first is not in. Oh, it is in time. The way I saw it, CJ, it looked as though Schneider easily got to the bag before the throw did. Our fielding umpire was slow to get over there, but then he threw his fist out saying, yes, there is an out recorded. Lilly goes from second to third on the play. So Schneider goes down 5-3 for the second out. Now Sperano to the plate. Big triple Sperano. Got a base runner out there now. He can give Maniacs the first lead of this game.
Going to make that his new nickname, Big Triple Sperano?
Big Triple Sperano. Sounds like something you would order at the coffee stand. Here's the first offering. Swung on, a ground ball to the left side of the second baseman. Lentz up on it. The throw is in time, and that'll do it. Maniacs pick up a run to tie this one up And we are going to the top of the third with new life in the blood of Orofino.
When we get there, 3, 4, and 5, Drake, Hessing, Kitchen for the White Tigers after this.
What's new at Orofino Builder Supply? Well, everything. Come out to the Highway 12 location and take a look. Pick up a copy of the 2021 Spring Merchandise Book to see firsthand the hundreds of in-store and online items. Plus, sign up to win one of 2 $500 shopping giveaways. Use your winnings to purchase anything you find in the merchandise book. Sign up before May 31st. Complete rules and regulations can be found today at Orofino Builder Supply. Stop in.
Coronavirus. It rules how we live, eat, and breathe. Now you can get reliable answers from someone you trust. Dr. Ann Lima and other providers from Clearwater Valley and St. Mary's hospitals and clinics will discuss the current health scare in a way we can all understand. Thursday afternoons at 12:20 and again at 5:20, medical providers from CVH and St. Mary's will discuss how we can all stay healthy in the shadow of COVID-19. A service of Clearwater Valley Hospital. Tune in on KLER AM and FM.
Family Eye Care and P1SCU are proud Maniac backers all through the year here on KLER as we head to the top of 3 here at the ball field at Orofino High, knotted up at 2-all. Jeff?
Well, here we go, CJ. We're looking at hitters 3, 4, and 5 for the White Tigers. Alex Drake, Jacob Hessing, and Wyatt Kitchen. We're in the top of the third. Braden back out on the hill, fires a first pitch curveball, dribbler up the third baseline. Drobish charges. There will be no throw. That was nothing more than a swinging bunt, CJ, and Drobish was caught back on his heels, couldn't get to the ball in time. So Alex with a single, and that, my friends, is the very first hit off of Braden in this baseball game.
Yeah, it was a good play by Nick to eat that straight, good speed up the line. He didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
That got him down.
So with one aboard here in the top of the second, the White Tigers will bring up their pitcher, Jacob Hessing. He hits from the left side. Braden starts him with a first pitch curveball, high and away, ball 1. Taking his time, readjusting his hitting glove is Hessing. Now he'll step back in. The big lefty bounces that bat off of his left shoulder, and a move over to first base. The throw over rather, is a little high, and so just a secondary tag by Dash onto Drake over there. But Orofino is going to throw a steady diet of pitches over to first base. It just swung on, fly ball, but foul off to the left to even things up at 1-1. Well, I do have just a little bit of good news, I think is good news to pass along. Yesterday, my wife and I received our first COVID shots. Went in and got a little sore arm today, but that's just because my wife kept hitting it. Does it hurt now? Does it hurt now? Does it hurt now? Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hessing. It's in there for a called strike.
I assume that means you'll have to go back in 2 weeks. You didn't get one of the ones that one off?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, they don't have the one and done here. And so, yeah, we're heading back in. And it's about 3 weeks, actually, and we'll be heading back in for our second one.
Congrats.
Yeah, kind of excited about that. Here's the 1-2 to Hessing. Swings at it, and it's a ground ball off the glove of Braden out into second base. It's knocked down. Boy, that was a tough one. You know, Braden stands maybe 5'5", right around there. And he jumped up high off that rubber, and the ball glanced off of his webbing and changed the trajectory just a little bit. And so not much you can do there. Jacob's going to pick up a single on that. It moves Drake down to second base. So a couple consecutive singles now by the Tigers, and that's going to bring up Kitchen.
Drake and Hessing going back-to-back.
Kitchen walked in his first at-bat, was left stranded out on the sacks. Swinging strike 1 as Wyatt chases after a first pitch fastball that's right around knee-high. 0-1.
When's opening day for MLB, Jeff? It's going to be coming up.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it comes up for the Seattle Mariners. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day, I believe. Pitch is low, 1-1. We will pick up our spring training games with the Seattle Mariners next Friday, as a matter of fact.
As a Mariners fan, I could come up with a few good jokes about the April Fool's Day starting, but
April Fool's. Oh, Seattle doesn't really have a baseball team.
no.
1-1, swung on and fouled away. Is that what you were going to say?
No, I was going to make a joke about the championship hopes. Folks say that's the only way you can keep Tom Brady from another championship is sign with the Mariners. Oh. That's as Mariners fan.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I love them.
1-2 pitch, swung on, fouled over the top of the screen. Yeah, and Rick Riz, who is the play-by-play announcer for the Seattle Mariners, he did a real solid for all the Seattle Mariner affiliates, and he did a Facebook, or not, excuse me, not a Facebook, but a
Zoom call.
Zoom call, thank you.
We split them up.
With all the affiliates, and CJ and I were supposed to be on that, but the phone rang and I forgot all about it. 1-2 pitch on the way is low, ball 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He was there ready with flowers and everything.
It would have been nice to have a chance to visit with Rick. Fantastic play-by-play guy.
Yeah, he really is good.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Swinging third strike, and sit down, Mr. Kitchen. That is the 5th strikeout now for Braden in today's baseball game. First out here in the third with 2 aboard, and that's going to bring up today's catcher, Caleb Knight.
Yeah, going back to Rick Riz, he better hope he's good, though, as the shoes that he had to fill.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt about it. We'll get to that here in just a moment as Caleb will step in. Takes the first pitch just a little on the inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, Rick had a chance to work with absolute fantastic play-by-play guy, Hall of Famer. Shortly after receiving his Hall of Fame award, passed away, and Rick became the play-by-play guy. Pop-up, shallow right field, foul ground, making the catch out there is Schneider. Woo! What a catch by Easton Schneider, the second baseman. Tell you what, CJ, the guy's got jets in his Nikes out there because he went all the way from second base into foul ground, nearly out of play, and just stuck that glove out there and made the catch.
Now off the bat, number 12, Joseph Gordon.
Great effort.
Two away now. That will bring first baseman Joe Borges up to the plate. That's a good defensive shot in the arm for the Maniacs right there. Fastball taken low, 1-0.
Yeah, it'd be a big win here in the third for Turcotte if he's able to hold the White Tigers scoreless after giving up back-to-back singles to start the inning.
Braden set letter high as he works from the stretch. Comes to the plate with a 1-0. It's a curveball swung back, 1-1. At second base is Drake. Hessing at first. Both those runners take their leads. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a throw to second, and the ball ends up out into center field as Joe went in there, and he jumped up to try and make the catch. Nearly had his legs taken out from under him by Drake, who slid into the bag. And I think he may have taken his eyes off the ball momentarily when he saw the base runner coming back. But alertly, Larson out there in center field tracks that ball in, so there's no damage done. Count remains a ball and a strike to Borges. Here's the next offering, swung on. A ground ball up the third base line, and that's right into the glove of third baseman Drobish. I thought he lost that. Holy Toledo, CJ. That ball came right off the bat of Borges and just goes right into the mitt of Drobish out at third base.
Cat-like reflexes.
No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left out there. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. CJ, who's coming up on the bottom of the third for the Maniacs?
Barlow, Turcotte, and Larson due up after this.
While at work in Lewiston, Michael Toll injured his arm. Doctors said a course of rehabilitation was his best bet to getting healthy again. He chose Orofino Physical Therapy.
Went to the doctor, and they prescribed me physical therapy. They asked me where I wanted to go, and I said Orofino Physical Therapy. Heard a lot of good things about him.
How were you welcomed?
Very positive, very thorough, good bedside manner. Oh, very friendly. Greet you, smile on their face. Super friendly.
Physical therapists Mike and John were primary caregivers and prescribed a light conditioning workout.
I started off small, light weights, arm bike, stretching, exercises, and then worked into weights. Everything worked out great.
How flexible were they with your scheduled appointments?
They'd work with my schedule. If I had something come up or couldn't make it that day, we'd reschedule, or they were very friendly.
After your physical therapy is over, will you continue to use Orofino Physical Therapy?
Absolutely. Yeah, body and motion will stay in motion. I see myself going there. Highly recommend them.
You have a choice. Choose Orofino Physical Therapy.
We're back here at the ballpark. Orofino Marketplace, Les Schwab Tire. These are two of the fine sponsors helping to bring you Maniac Baseball on KLER. I'm Jeff Jones, and along with CJ Thompson, we thank you for tuning in today to our ball game. And here is CJ.
Close game headed to the Maniac half of the third. Close as you can get. It's all knotted up at 2. The youngster Dash Barlow will lead things off, facing the southpaw Hessing. Line up and the first pitch, swing, and a hard hit ball foul on the right field side. Really turned on that.
Yeah, so you got lefty versus lefty here, and Dash shows right away that he's going to be taking a poke at anything, even on an inside pitch like that first one from Hessing.
Hessing taking his time. Has assigned wheels and deals. The 0-1, a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1. Barlow went down swinging in his first at-bat. He paused at the dirt in the batter's box.
And you got to love to see a kid like Dash here, CJ, just a young man, a freshman on this varsity squad.
1-1 pitch, has to turn away from it inside. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, he, too, has grown up in the baseball ranks, has gone through the Little League and the Pony Ball, and now he's playing varsity baseball.
And a 2-1 pitch to the plate, misses 4 balls, 3 balls, and a strike. And to think, we almost lost him to track with a name like Dash.
With a number 9, he had been in the 9-yard dash.
Yeah.
9-meter dash.
About how far I can run without getting tired. 3-1, high and tight again, full count.
No, that's ball 4, CJ.
No, ball 4. Oh, Dash headed over to first base.
That is the first walk that Hessing has given up. I mean, he's been very methodical out on the hill. Struck out 2, given up 4 hits, 2 runs through 2 innings of work.
There's the set and the pitch to Braden. Swinging a grounder, third base side foul. 0-1. Braden with a sacrificed grounder to bring in a run in the first.
Yeah, brought Orofino's first run home after Sperano's triple.
Look over at first from Hessing. Deals the 0-1 pitch to the plate outside. Ball and a strike. Hoping we can get a few more days like this here in spring. Perfect day for a little America's pastime. 1-1 pitch, reaching out, coming up empty is Braden. 1-2.
Yeah, Braden saw a hook coming, CJ, and you could see he extended his arms all the way. That made his shoulders dip down, though, and he just whiffed at a pitch away.
1 on, nobody away, knotted up at 2. The 1-2 pitch from Hessing, swing, and a ball out to left field, got a hold of it, but right there is Luigi, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, we've got a breeze coming to the infield, CJ, and it's blowing from left to right. So while that ball did get up into the air, it quickly got knocked down and right into the glove of Lucci in left.
Here's Rylan Larson, the Pierce Weehite native, with a single already to his credit. Here's the first pitch to Rylan, swing and a miss for strike one. Little help from Drobish over on deck. Kind of funny, in the JV game the other day, went down to the dugout, and the 0-1 pitch on the way is outside, 1-1, and one fouled one, or it was a swing and a miss, got away from the catcher back to the backstop, and one of the kids on deck went to go for it, got yelled at by Coach Barlow. Stay away from it, it's live. And he got a little bit of flack from his teammates after that. Deers pitch, swing and a fly ball, center field. Coming up on it, the right fielder, Arnsbrook, and he dove after it, and
there's the
he did make the catch.
No, he didn't make the catch, CJ. As a matter of fact, he dropped the ball. And then, but going back to first base was Dash, and so he had to advance to second, and the shortstop, Drake, just touched the bag after receiving the ball, so Dash is out, yeah.
Force on Barlow.
And give Rylan a single because, unfortunately for Arnsbrock, he put his glove out, but he never got a chance to make a catch on it, and his glove ended up on top of it.
Here is Drobish. Swing and miss at the first pitch, 0-1. Kind of losing everything in the sun here.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Larson, good speed, takes the lead over at first. He's held on by Borges. Lefty comes set and fires the pitch. Swing and miss as the runner goes, and he gets by catcher and Knight in at second. Is Larson.
Yeah, Rylan took off on the pitch, CJ, so we're going to give him a stolen base. That is his second stolen base in today's game.
Count is 0-2 to Drobish. Two out, one on. Here's the pitch, swing, and a little looper over the head of second baseman Cooper Lenz into right field, rounding third, coming home. Larson will score. Maniacs take a one-run lead with the RBI single off the bat of Nick Drobish.
Yeah, that ball misplayed out there, CJ, by Arnsbrock. That is the second time he has misplayed a ball. It was a little looper over the second baseman Lenz's outstretched glove. Arnsbrock got to it, and he overran the ball, so that really allowed Larson to score from second.
So here is Jaron Christofferson. Single and a run scored. Drobish with the lead over at first. There's the set, and the pitch, a called strike at the knees on the outer edge.
Yeah, take a look at that first pitch from Hessing, CJ. He comes with that first pitch curveball. I mean, there's nothing fancy about it, but there's just no way you can really tell where it's going to end at the plate. Just died right into the glove of Knight.
And move over to first base, diving back in as Drobish popped out of the glove of Borges covering. Jaron taking signs from coach up the third base line. And another throw over to first, trying to keep Drobish close.
So Jaron singled in his last at-bat, CJ, and you just want to see him keep that up here. Singled on a 1-1 pitch.
It's a little looper over the left field. The 0-1 pitch outside, and a throw to first. Gets Drobish back once again, 1-1. Over on deck, hoping he gets in on the action, is Stephen Bradbury. 3-2. Maniacs lead it. And the pitch, swing and miss. The pitch down low. Runner goes through to second. It was a good throw, not in time. Drobish in with a stolen base.
Orofino very aggressive out on the sacks, CJ, when you're looking at 4 or 5 hitters. Larson with 2 stolen bags. Drobish now with the stolen base as well. Orofino's going to manufacture runs any way they possibly can right now, up by 1, 3-2.
Yeah, looking up and down their lineup, it's pretty easy to see why. A lot of speed. Coach Midstock has to be excited as here's the pitch, fouled off. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, after today, CJ and I are off till Friday when Bonner's Ferry comes to town. We'll do the first game of a doubleheader on Friday, scheduled for, let's see, your baseball is down here, scheduled for Friday at 2 o'clock.
I thought you said you were taking off. It was just going to be just me.
Oh, is it really?
I thought that's what you said. Didn't you say you were going on vacation or something?
I don't know. Maybe I will, now that you said it. That does sound kind of cool.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a pitch outside, and Christopherson goes down swinging. That will do it for the Maniacs here in the third, but they do pick up a run to take a lead on 2 hits and no errors, and they leave 1 out there.
All right, when we come back, it'll be the top of the 4th, and for the White Tigers, up are 8-9-1, Lentz, Arnsbreck, and Horn when CJ and I come back on KLER Orofino.
Oh, I love family road trips. The wind in my ears.
Good dog.
Treats in my mouth. And peace of mind, knowing we went to Les Schwab for our tires, brakes, and alignment. If we had gone to one of those cheap tire stores that don't offer those services, I'd be a doggone wreck. Like Les Schwab, my family safety is my first priority. Well, that and treats, obviously.
Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious and great pizza, baked spaghetti, hot wings, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door or when you drive up to ours. 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, the Pizza Factory.
They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Bring home the win, Orofino, sponsoring today's OHS broadcast. Your friends at Orofino Physical Therapy, Timberlake Insurance, and Orofino Builder Supply. I'm Jeff Jones, and along with C.J. Thompson, thank you for listening in to Maniac Baseball on this beautiful Saturday here on the Clearwater River. Our score 3-2, and C.J., the White Tigers coming to the plate here in the 4th.
We'll see Cooper Lenz to the dish first as Braden Turcotte back out on the hill. Good pitching performance so far.
We were kind of worried there, CJ, in that first inning when Braden pitched to 7 hitters, and through all 7 of those hitters, he went deep into the count, with the exception of Caleb Knight, who he only threw 3 pitches to, but unfortunately that 3rd pitch hit Caleb in the back. But since then, Braden has worked 1, 2, 3 over the minimum.
We'll see what he can do here in the 4th as Cooper Lenz steps to the plate. We have
is that Cooper? Yeah, it is. So our umpire is making some kind of a change, though, in his lineup. Not sure what that's all about.
Oh, that's definitely Arnsbreck over on deck. We'll see.
And this is Cooper, 6.
Maybe got some adjustments from Coach. But Lenz back in. Here's Turcotte. Wheels and fires. First pitch low. 1-0. Lenz threw a walk in his first at-bat. Now the windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's low, 4-2, 2-0.
So between Braden and Jaron, they're going to have to help each other out. Braden's going to have to get a little bit better command as quickly as possible of his pitches to help Jaron out.
And here's a fastball for a called strike.
Jaron has had a little trouble with some of those pitches that have been in the dirt, corralling him in as he's given up a couple of pass balls.
Especially those a little outside. Here's the 2-1 pitch, comes back inside, jams him up, fouls it off, 2-2.
That's what you want to do. You want to move it around as much as you can. Never allow the guy at the plate to get comfortable. You want to go inside, outside, high, low.
The 2-2 pitch to the plate is low for ball 3, full count.
And again, that didn't miss by much, CJ. You take a look at Christopherson's mitt from here. You could see that left shoulder come down a little bit, but not much.
That'll happen as he's trying to play those edges and corners. Payoff pitch is way high. Started off with a walk. Lenz is aboard. Go 1 on for Luke Armsbrack.
Right now, Turcotte has struck out 5. He has walked 4, and he's given up 2 runs on 5 hits.
There's the set and the first pitch to Armsbrack showing bunt. That's way high. 1-0. Went down swinging in the second.
As you can tell, the concession stand is close by.
3-2 our score. Here's the 1-0 swing and a miss, chasing after one way high.
Well, that's exactly what Armsbrack did in his first at-bat, CJ. You might remember when he struck out swinging, he swung at a pitch that was way over his head. Braden remembers that, and that's where he tossed that last pitch.
Runner takes his lead. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball center field. Larson up. Oh, jeez. It's Joe Sperano catches the pop-up over in second.
That's okay. You know, sometimes it's
old eyes.
You lose the ball when it comes off the bat, and you got to quickly track it down. And all you see for a moment is it leaves the bat and it goes straight out towards center field. Well, that was just a harmless pop fly, and it's a good thing that Joe Sperano is able to gauge it.
Back around to the top of the order, first pitch high to Horn. Big brass and the 1-0 pitch inside, gets away from our catcher, all the way back to the backstop, and in at second is Cooper Lenz, and I think that's Rylan Larson behind the dish.
Oh, you know, I think you're right, CJ. You know, it didn't look like Christopherson. I thought, lost a little weight while he was in there. But
yeah.
I think you're right.
Once I saw that hair, I knew it was Rylan. And the 2-0 in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, then I have to take back everything I just said. Well, Christopherson.
The 2-1 pitch, swing, and a slow roller foul. On the third base side, 2-2.
So, yeah, I don't see Christopherson anywhere out on the field, so
we'll have to see who's in center.
Well, actually, that's Silas in shortstop.
Oh, so Joe is now in.
Joe is in center.
Couple looks back at the runner, the 2-2 pitch, dealt to the plate low in the dirt, full count. We'll make those adjustments to the book. Runner at second takes his lead. Here's the pitch, fouled off into the net. Count stays full. Maniacs holding on to a 1-run advantage, 3-2. Here in the top of 4. 1-on-1 away, and the pitch swing and a miss. Went deep, ended up striking him out. That is the 6th strikeout so far by Braden. They're 2 down.
Yeah, you know, Braden has tried to limit the damage best he could, but he has unfortunately given up a couple of base runners on walks and or hit batsmen.
Here's the set in the first pitch to Luigi. A good-looking hook for a called strike.
Real good-looking hook, CJ. I mean, that ball started right around belt high when it was at the front of the plate, and that's where the strike is measured, and it just dropped.
Now the 0-1 delivery blows one by a swinging Luigi. 0-2. Luigi accounting for 2 of the 6 strikeouts so far.
Yeah, went down looking in the first and then swinging in the second.
And the 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. He got him. 2 strikeouts in the half inning, and that'll do it for the White Tigers here in the 4th. No runs on no hits, no errors. They do leave 1 out there. It's 3-2 Maniacs.
Up by a run, Orofino will try to extend that with the bottom third of the order. CJ and I take a look at that right after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Terry Bowling of Camus Financial Services, Riverside Physical Therapy, 2 of the fine sponsors, hoping to bring you Maniac Baseball here during the 2021 season on KLER. Here we go now to the bottom of the 4th, and here is CJ Thompson.
The Orofino Maniacs 3, Timberlake White Tigers 2. As leading things off will be Steve Bradbury. Get a look at the bottom third of the order here for the Maniacs. Southpaw Hessing back out on the mound. The windup and the first pitch to the plate. He paints the inside edge, 0-1.
So right now, CJ, this bottom third of the Maniac batting order, they are 1 for 3.
And the 0-1 pitch bounces this one. 1-1.
And again, we want to remind all the listeners at home that this is a scheduled doubleheader, so perfect opportunity for you to wrap up whatever it is that you're doing at home. Come out and watch the remainder of this game and then catch the second one between Orofino and Timberlake, the White Tigers from Spirit Lake, Idaho.
The 1-1 delivery from Hessing, swing and a miss at a pitch that was outside.
Yeah, Steve chased a pitch that was well off the dish, CJ. Almost the same swing that Braden had last inning for the Maniacs, extending your arms way out there to try and get that slider that's away.
A long pause for Hessing. He has the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout to start off the bottom of the 4th for Jacob Hessing.
Well, that's Jacob's 4th strikeout of this ball game. He is, and those are really all over the order.
Going back to your point about the bottom third of the order hitting, or 1 for 3, I think Coach Midstock will be happy about that. Bottom third of the order hitting 300 to this point in the ball game. There's Emmett Lilly. First pitch to him, low for ball 1.
Yeah, Emmett got that RBI single in the second inning where he scored Jaron Christofferson's base runner to tie the ball game up at 2 runs apiece. So the kids of the game are standing down at home plate.
Now the windup and the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss for a strike 1 past the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, a bit of a breaking ball there, and you're just trying to, gauge it, and you're trying to drive the bat to it, or steer the bat to it, and it never, ever works.
Hessing wheels and deals the pitch, and once again catches the inside edge, 1-2.
Yeah, and that's about letter high, CJ. You take a look at Knight, the catcher for the White Tigers, and he extends that left glove all the way up, and our home plate umpire has been calling that high and tight strike all game long.
1-2 delivery. On the way, it's high. For ball 2 to Lilly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Easton Schneider over on deck, then it's back around to the top. Now the windup and the 2-2 delivery from Hessing, and he hit him. He hit him in the foot.
That's the first hit batsman for Hessing in this baseball game.
We saw a few get blunked last night. Or the other night,
yeah.
2 nights ago.
Yeah, it was just a crying shame that the Maniacs lose their opener by a run. But maybe what's even worse is while they did score 11 runs, they only hit the ball twice in that game because there were so many hit batters, so many walks issued.
You know what that shows, though? Patience. Here's Easton Schneider. First pitch, swing, and a miss. Runner goes to throw, not in time. Bounces by second baseman Lenz coming to cover. Stolen base for Emmett Lilly.
That's 4 stolen bases for this Maniac squad today, CJ.
I think that's a theme that we will see all year long here for the Maniacs. A lot of speed at the disposal of Coach Midstock, and you know he's not going to let that go to waste. He's going to be aggressive.
Yeah, you're going to be aggressive out on the sacks. You're going to make the other team make the play.
Have a runner in scoring position. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing, and a fly ball. Line drive out to left field. Down the line, diving for it, and he made the catch. It did Luigi, so going back to second is Emmett Lilly. What a play.
Wow, a diving play by Luigi out there. And, CJ, I thought the ball had come out of his glove. He makes the dive right on that left field chalk line, and I looked at our home plate umpire, and he signaled that it was a fair ball. And that's up to our fielding umpire to decide whether or not it's a catch, and it was. Nice play by Luigi out in left field.
There's Joe Sperano back around to the top of the order, 1 for 2 with that triple. And a run scored. First pitch is high. 1-0.
You take a look at Andrew Horn, CJ. Look how deep he's playing in center field now. He knows who's at the plate. He's not going to make that mistake again.
Joe's just like, all right, I just got to hit it farther. Here's the 1-0 delivery, swing a line drive to center, and right into the glove of Andrew Horn. He did not let it happen again. That'll do it for the Maniacs here in the fourth. No runs on the no hits, no errors. 1 left aboard at 3-2 Maniacs.
Drake, Hessing, and Kitchen, they are hitters 3, 4, and 5, and they are scheduled up as we go to the top of the 5th inning. CJ and I will return after this.
If you're like so many who suffer from lower back pain, you should know you don't have to live with it. Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness Center can help you once and for all treat the pain without breaking the bank. Back problems are the leading cause of people missing work. Many times it's brought on by poor sitting posture, frequent forward bending, and heavy lifting objects. The highly qualified staff at Orofino Physical Therapy can help you when you start with a free pain assessment. Getting you pain-free, that's our goal at Orofino Physical Therapy.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious and great pizza, baked spaghetti, hot wings, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door or when you drive up to ours. 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, the Pizza Factory.
They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
We're back here once again. Jeff Jones and CJ Thompson, thanks for listening in on KLER as our broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Family Eye Care at P1FCU. Here's CJ Thompson.
Alex Drake will lead things off in the 3 spot for the White Tigers. Braden Turcotte back out on the mound pitching well. First pitch outside. 1-0.
Braden, he has given up 2 runs on 5 hits. Or check that, excuse me. 2 hits.
Now the windup and the 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0.
I may have said 5 hits a couple of innings ago, and I was looking at the wrong line when I did that. But, again, Braden has given up 2 runs on 2 hits, and those are unearned runs.
The 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. Yeah, and I may have changed my book based on what you said. I said May. Here's the 3-0 delivery from Turcotte. Swing and a lot of English on that one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, he came right over the top of that ball and drove it into the dirt up the first base line, but it was foul, and it just came right back into the batter's box on the left side.
Wheels and deals with 3-0 right down the heart. 3 balls and a strike. Drake on the day. He's reached both times. He struck out swinging, but reached via E2. As a good-looking curveball in there to ring him up. And Turcotte, way to start.
Yeah, they'll start the ball around the horn, and taking it right to him is one of the young guys on this team, Dash Barlow. He plops it into Braden's glove and gives him a pat on the fanny and says, "Hey, way to go, kid. Way to be a pitcher."
The 1 down for Hessing. First pitch misses for ball 1. Trying to see what he can do to help his own cause here. He's 1 for 2 so far. Bounced out to Turcotte and then got himself a single. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit to right field. Moving over is Lilly, and he'll make the catch on the fly ball for out number 2.
And you like to see that, CJ. Emmett went over there, textbook catch. He gets up there with 2 hands. He makes that catch, and that left hand, that right hand is over the top of the ball after he cradles it together. So nice textbook catch for the second out.
Now here's Wyatt Kitchen. Wind up in the first pitch from Turcotte, a curveball, swing, and a foul ball.
0-1. Wyatt is one of Braden's 8 strikeouts in this game.
8 Ks. Wind up in the 0-1 delivery, a fastball in there for a strike. Jumps out to the 0-2 lead. Looking to go 1-2-3. Kitchen, a tall right-hander, waves down over his right shoulder. Here's the waist pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with the breaking ball and then tags him up the line. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning here to set down the White Tigers in order. 3-2 Maniacs as we head to the top of the 6th.
And for Orofino, scheduled up here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Barlow, Turcotte, and Larson when we come back after this.
The spring merchandise book is now out and available to pick up at Orofino Builder Supply. Filled with fantastic buys for outdoor living, lawn and garden, tools, and a whole list of needs you have around the house. Come in today and sign up to win $500 in an Orofino Builder Supply shopping spree. Use your shopping giveaway to purchase anything from the spring merchandise book. Paint supplies, home essentials, even building materials. 2 giveaways will be awarded, but you must sign up to win by May 31st only at Orofino Builder Supply.
Life can throw you curveballs, but your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers 24/7 roadside assistance. This debit card fixes flats. Does your debit card do that? Open a P1FCU Prefer debit account in minutes at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
And we want to thank you for listening in. Our broadcast brought to you by the Pizza Factory, where we hope that you'll listen in at the end of the game, where CJ and I will award a player of the game. That's the Pizza Factory player of the game at the end of our broadcast.
As we head to the bottom of the 6th here, it's the ball field at Orofino High. New pitcher for the Timberlake White Tigers as we close the book on Jacob Hessing. It is Wyatt Kitchen, a tall right-hander, taking his warm-up tosses.
I see that Cooper Lentz has gone to third base, CJ, and so I am guessing out there at second. Nope. Where is Hessing? Let's just take a look.
I think they may have taken him out.
Nope, he's out in center field.
Oh, there he is. So where's Horn? Be a second? Horn maybe a second.
Well, we'll just have to get him to turn around, but I think you're probably right.
Just yell horn, see if he turns around. So the Maniacs with a 1-run lead, 3-2 here. Headed to their half. But the Dash Barlow will lead things off. Big breath from Kitchen. He deals first pitch to the plate outside.
You're listening to the Maniacs on AM 1300 KLER Orofino. Thank you so much for listening in.
Kitchen will work from the stretch. Stetson deals the 1-0 and paints the outside corner. Good location against the lefty Barlow. Dash waves the bat over his left shoulder. Catcher nudges outside. And the 1-1 pitch misses away.
That's exactly where Knight had kind of set up too, CJ. He dipped just a little to his left, but as you said, he had set up on the outside half of the dish. That was not a bad-looking pitch at all.
Kitchen has the sign. Here's the 2-1 and backs him off as he goes low and in. 3 balls and a strike to Barlow. Hitters count.
So now the Maniacs are going to have to get used to Wyatt, who is a righty, versus Hessing, the southpaw that started this baseball game out, went 4 innings, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits.
Now the 3-1 delivery, swing and a high fly ball. The shallow just onto the grass right field as our second baseman backs up and makes the catch. I'm thinking that's Andrew Horn, but...
Yeah, no, I think that is Lentz still over at second, and Horn has probably moved over to third then. It looks like him, but...
No, Lentz is at third. It's 6 at third. Yep, Lentz is at third. We saw his number.
All right.
Here's Turcotte. First pitch, he hits him. Wasn't enough plunked batters so far. Got to get one in, and Turcotte takes one to the left shoulder.
Actually, I think that is a 5 out at third base, and that is Horn, CJ. Lentz is 6. He's out at second base. He stayed there, so Horn, wearing a 5 on his back, is over at third.
I swear I saw 6. You seeing things?
Get some glasses, like me. Bunt.
Rylan Larson showing bunt. Pulls it back as the runner goes. Here's the throw, and in safely is a Turcotte. Good jump there for Braden.
4 base runners for Orofino with stolen sacks today. And it's 1, I'm just...
Oh, and 1 the count. Man aboard in scoring position. In Turcotte. There's the pitch. And a strike as he went on the check swing. Oh, and 2. Braden lead at second. 3-2 Maniacs. Here in the bottom of 5. The waste pitch on the way from Kitchen inside. And hit him. So he hits 2 straight batters after inducing a fly ball out. And the Maniacs with runners at first and second for Nick Drobish.
So Braden reached when he was hit on first pitch, and Rylan with hit. And
courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner coming out for Orofino. This is Hudson. who is going to run for Larson.
Landon Hudson.
I don't believe we saw him in the game against Lewiston, CJ, so this is his first varsity action of the year.
There's the first pitch on the way to Drobish, and it gets away from our catcher, and easily into third is Turcotte, and right behind him, the second is Hudson. So both runners advance, and the Maniacs with a couple in scoring position.
Well, Drobish, golden opportunity here. A single to right would score 2 runs.
Anything to the outfield will get you 1. There's the pitch to the plate, and it misses 4-2-2-0.
So you take a look at Kitchen's curveball, CJ, and the way that he comes directly over the top of over his shoulder. He's got a lot of down with his wrist, and now Caleb Knight's going to go out and visit with him real quickly. And he probably saw something, but that last pitch where he threw that curveball, while it started high, it just didn't have the break on it. It's almost like he's trying to let it float out of his hand as opposed to allowing that wrist to give it the spin it needs to come down.
Knight heads back behind the dish. Runners at second and third with 1 away. And a 2-0 to Drobish. A fastball swinging a line drive out to center field, and Horn will make the catch, or Hessing, and tagging coming home is Turcotte, and the Maniacs back on another 4-2. Holding at second on the play is Hudson.
That's Nick's second RBI of the day, CJ. I think he can smell a pizza. Hitting in that 5 spot, Nick had an RBI single back in the 3rd. And then now with an RBI sacrifice fly to right field, or center field, excuse me.
Here is Silas Naranjo. The set in, the first pitch, swing, and a grounder to short. Seen into his glove is Drake. The throw over out of the glove of Borges. Coming home to score is Hudson. And the second on the play is Naranjo on the error.
That's a receiving. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's going to be a throwing error on Drake at shortstop because Borges had a heck of a stretch there, CJ, but there's no way he can keep his right foot on that bag and get that left glove far enough away from him. And so it does score a run, and the Maniacs now up a couple, 5-2.
Here's Steve Bradbury. First pitch to Steve is low. And outside, 1-0.
You know, and the way that Silas was running, he was running to get up on base, but he saw the stretch coming from Borges, and he immediately turned and went to second. Smart base running.
Now the 1-0 pitch, swinging a hard-hit grounder in and out of the glove of Lenz at second, able to corral it in, the throw over to first in time, just in time to set down Bradbury for 3. But the Maniacs attack on a couple here in the 5th on no hits, 1 error, and they leave 1 out there in scoring position, 5-2.
Our scheduled hitters are Knight, Borges, and Lentz in the top of the 6th when CJ and I come back after this.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious and great pizza, baked spaghetti, hot wings, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door or when you drive up to ours. 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, the Pizza Factory.
They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Student athletes are some of the hardest working individuals we have in our small communities. Up early for class and home late from practice. And when an injury happens, that's when everything goes south. Riverside Physical Therapy offers all our kids free injury screening to help them get back on their feet again. Visit Riverside Physical Therapy on Highway 12 today for your free injury screen to help you back on the field of play. Riverside Physical Therapy, backing all our kids.
Orofino Marketplace, Les Schwab Tire, two of the fine sponsors bringing you Maniac Baseball on KLER Orofino.
Braden Turcotte is back out on the hill. He's got quite a bit of dirt on his uniform. You can tell he's slid a couple of times. He'll start things off against Caleb Knight. Lineup and the first pitch. Nicely framed, but misses. 4-1.
Again, this is Rylan Larson behind the dish now, in for Christofferson. And Silas Naranjo came into the ball game last half inning as well.
1-0 delivery, swing, and a fly ball center field. Up on it is Sperano. Hat goes off, but he makes the catch. Route number 1.
Yeah, Joe's got some legs out there, and he's going to go to wherever he needs to go in the field to make the play. He's there, and, of course, backing him up is the second baseman Schneider as well as Lilly out in right field.
One thing we've never had a shortage of is really good center fielders. Here's the first pitch, good-looking curveball for a called strike. 0-1.
Borges has not been on base today for the White Tigers, hitting here in the 7th hole.
Now the 0-1 pitch, another strike as he goes on the outer portion. 0-2. Joseph Borges. Wind up and the waste pitch to Borges, and he hit the corner down and out, rung him up. And that's double-digit Ks here for Turcotte, his 10th.
Nice offering up there. As a matter of fact, Larson knew it was a strike. Didn't wait for our home plate umpire to throw that right fist up. He just came up and started the ball around the horn.
Bases clear, 2 down for Cooper Lenz. First pitch well off the dish away. Yeah, one thing the Maniacs have never had a shortage of is really good center fielders.
Yeah.
Colby Brink, Peyton Daly. Now we got Joe Sperano, 1-0 in there for a called strike.
Yeah, Braden comes in with that pitch. That's right around the knees, CJ. It looked a little low, but our home plate umpire's got the best view.
The 1-1 delivery, and with a breaking ball inside.
Tried to send that curveball slider combination, tried to backdoor it in.
The old slurp. The 2-1 pitch, fastball in the dirt. Count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Stepping out, Lenzel. Take signs from coach. The 3-1 pitch misses 4-4. Trying to attack that corner down and in.
That's the 3rd time that Cooper has walked in this baseball game. He's got good eyes because he went deep into the count each and every time. 3-1, 3-2, now 3-1, and draws the walk again. That is the 5th walk issued by Braden.
Another tall right-hander, Armsbrock. First pitch waves that one up high.
Well, of course, that's what he has done so far here today, CJ. He likes those high pitches. And Coach down there with his arms crossed as Armsbrock looks to him, and Coach says, you know where the strike zone's at.
Set to end the 0-1 delivery high. 1-1. Yeah, I'm assuming Coach doesn't like the high pitches quite as much.
No. Not as much as the batters do.
And a 1-1 pitch, swing and a fly ball center field. Verano all over it as he makes the catch. And that does it for the White Tigers here in the top of the 6th. No runs on and no hits, no errors. They do leave one out there. It's 5-2 Orofino.
When we come back, it'll be the Maniac half of the 6th. And scheduled up are Lilly, Schneider, and Sperano after this.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
In these tough economic times, we all struggle, but none more than our senior citizen population. At Orofino Marketplace, they wish to do everything they can to help take the strain off our golden generation. Every Thursday, shop Orofino Marketplace for a 10% discount on your entire shopping receipt. Senior Day discount is Orofino Marketplace's way to say thank you for your years of support and to give back to the community of Orofino and the surrounding area. Get more for your shopping dollar when you visit Orofino Marketplace on Michigan Avenue, Thursdays.
Bring home the win, Orofino, sponsoring today's OHS broadcast are your friends at Orofino Physical Therapy, Timberlake Insurance, and Orofino Builder Supply as we head to the bottom of the sixth here at the ball field at Orofino High. Maniacs hanging on to a three-run lead, 5-2 over the White Tigers. Jeff?
All right, so Emmett Lilly and Easton Schneider both going to get their third at-bat here of today's baseball game, but they're going to be doing it against Wyatt Kitchen, who they have not seen yet. Wyatt came in back in the fifth inning after Jacob Hessing was pulled. Jacob had given up 3 runs. Wyatt, since he has arrived, has given up 2 runs. See what Emmett Lilly can see out of the new pitcher. Working from the stretch is Kitchen, and he'll come set at the cap and sends a curveball up there, ball 1. Well, CJ and I are happy that you're tuning in for today's baseball game, and we encourage you to come on out to the ballpark and get the second game. We are now in the bottom of the sixth here. It just swung on and fouled off to the right into the screen as Emmett's just a little behind the offering. 1-1.
Emmett with an RBI single in the second, hit by pitch, swiped the bag in the fourth.
And again from the stretch, here's the 1-1. That's right in there for a strike. 1-2. Emmett wears 10 on his back, just puts the business end of that bat on the plate, and he'll cock it over his right shoulder. He's ready to go. The 1-2 is a curveball away, 2-2. When Wyatt came in the fourth inning, he started to throw a curveball, and his catcher, Knight, had to go out and talk to him about it. Here's the 2-2. That's a straight fastball, misses low for ball 3.
It'll be pretty cool to get one of those pitch tracers up here for the booth. If any seniors are listening, senior project,
yeah.
Or radar gun.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you put on your wish list a radar gun?
Dealer's choice.
3-2 on the way to Emmett, and that's a called third strike. He looked at a pitch he should have been swinging at right on the outside half of the dish. First strikeout for Kitchen since entering back last frame. That's going to bring up Orofino's number 9 hitter, Easton Schneider. Easton is 0 for 2. He's put the ball in play both times, a ground out to third base and a fly ball to left field. First pitch to Easton is a strike. 0-1. Orofino up 5-2 after putting up a 2 spot in the top of the first. The Maniacs defense has held the White Tigers to nothing but goose eggs. Pitch is going to be swung on, and it's fouled off to the left behind the backstop. Easton, you watched him, CJ, on that last pitch that he swung at. He saw it come off the handle of the bat, and it had enough spin on it that he kept watching it, and he pirouetted around at home plate. He almost did a complete 360. The 0-2. It is low for ball 1.
Got moved, busting out the pirouette.
Yeah. So where'd that ball go? A ball and 2 strikes. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th for Orofino. Nobody out on the sacks. And from the stretch, Kitchen deals the 1-2. Comes back with that curveball, swung on, and a ground ball picked up by the third baseman. The throw is not in time. Schneider legs out a single as the ball was momentarily just in and out of the glove of, I'm not even sure if that was Drake or Horn who came up with that, CJ. But we're going to go ahead and give Easton a single.
Yeah, you were talking about how he has wheels earlier after a nice defensive play. I was thinking, he's got a shot.
Sperano now will come to the plate. Barlow on deck, Turcotte in the hole, and offering misses away for ball 1 to Joe. Joe with the big triple to lead the game off on the very first pitch he saw from starting pitcher Hessing.
Big triple Joe.
1-0 delivery on the way to Joe. Swung on, and this one is hit to right field, way over Arnsbrock's head. It's all the way to the wall. Coasting into third base is Schneider. He's getting waved home. Here comes the throw to the infield, and scoring from first base is Schneider on a big triple from Joe Sperano.
I guess he really is Big Triple Joe.
Yeah, Big Triple Joe.
He wants that nickname. And probably a pizza.
Yeah. That is a huge, huge hit for Joe Sperano. Goes the opposite field, and Arnsbrock, he saw the ball, and then I think he just got a late jump on it, CJ, but there was nothing he could do. That ball was against the wall on one hop. Barlow, the first offering, misses away for ball 1.
Dash in the game is 0 for 2 with a walk.
6-2 now, our score here in the 6th inning. Pitch is low for a ball, and the count runs to 2 balls and no strikes. Wow, I tell you, been a little while since we've seen fireworks like this from the Maniac offense. The 2-0 delivery on the way. Dash watches the pitch come in low for ball 3. Dash has been on board one of his 3 plate appearances. He walked in the 3rd inning of play, but was left stranded there. Barlow ready at the plate. He's waiting for the pitch, and Kitchen says, here it is. Sends a curveball in there for a called strike.
Now, you're right. He's really not getting a whole lot to break on that curveball.
No, he's not. You watch the way he comes over, and it's not like it floats out of his hand. It just doesn't have the spin when it comes out of his fingertips to get much break on it. Now the 3-1 to Dash. Pitch is swung on. It's going to be popped foul back here by us. 3-2 now. Wow, good-sized crowd on hand for this one, CJ. Lots of seating area for those of you who would like to come on out and maintain that social distancing. The barbecue or the grill is going. There's dogs, burgers, all kinds of food at the Eat Shack. 3-2 pitch to Barlow. It's a called third strike on the outside of the dish, and there are 2 gone now. Dash is probably going, I just did not see that coming. Second strikeout here in the inning for Kitchen.
Yeah, to your point about the crowd, I was amazed at the crowd we had Thursday night.
Holy Toledo, and haven't seen that many people lose travels well.
Yeah.
Braden Turcotte with a duck in scoring position, and the pitch goes behind his back. Ball 1.
Apparently Lewiston JV travels well.
Yeah. The Lewiston community, they love their baseball, and rightly so. They have got all kinds of great baseball programs there, Little League, American Legion, and, of course, they have the LC Warriors. The 1-0 pitch away, ball 2. And the Warriors, they started their season here just, about a week, 10 days ago, I think.
Yeah, our good friend Brian Danner's having fun bringing everyone Warrior baseball.
2 balls and no strikes to Turcotte. Pitch on the way. He's going to swing at this one, chop it hard to the third baseman, knocks it down to his horn. The throw to first, it's in time, and that'll do it for the Maniacs. They pick up a run on 2 hits. That big Triple Joe helps out Orofino as he comes up with another run. 6-2 our score. Do or die time in the top of the 7th here for the White Tigers, CJ.
And it'll be the top third of the order. They'll get to try Horn, Alugi, and Drake when Jeff and I return after this.
Oh, I love family road trips. The wind in my ears, the treats in my mouth, and peace of mind, knowing we got a free safety check at Les Schwab Tires. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires. Limited time offer while supplies last. Actual discount amount depends on tire and wheel size and type. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions apply. Details at leschwab.com.
Life can throw you curveballs, but your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers 24/7 roadside assistance. This debit card fixes flats. Does your debit card do that? Open a P1FCU Preferred debit account in minutes at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
Welcome back once again. Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services and Riverside Physical Therapy. Say go Maniacs and win, as it is do or die time for the Timberlake White Tigers here in the top of the 7th-day trail, 6-2, Jeff.
Well, we were talking about how many changes we were going to see, and we have one now. Joe Sperano will come in to try and wrap this game up for his fellow senior Braden Turcott. Braden, it looks as though he has gone to short. Silas to second.
I think Drobish is at short, right?
Is it Drobish?
Oh, no, sorry. Drobish is in center.
Drobish is in center, correct, yeah. And so those are the changes that we can see. And I think we got everybody right.
Easton Schneider, I think, is at third.
Easton's at, okay, very good. All right, that should be all of them. Well, here we go. Joe Sperano will deal to the top of the order here as the Maniacs up 6-2. Andrew Horn will start things out. Joe, the big righty, kicks and fires the first pitch. It's a curveball, stays up high for ball one.
Joe said, Coach, I don't know if I have Pizza Factory player of the game wrapped up yet. Let me pitch.
I promised to share that pizza. There's a check swing. Yes, he did go around, so says our home plate umpire. 1-1. Joe has slid in to third base twice today, hence the dirty uni. And a pitch that's just a little outside the zone. Again, checking his swing is Horn. 2-1 now.
Our good friend Don Ebert's in the house.
Yeah, Don here to watch his grandson, Christofferson, play ball. Here's the 2-1 now. Swinging strike at a slider off of the dish, 2-2. Andrew rests that bat on his right shoulder. He'll pick it up. He's ready. Joe looking to set down his first White Tiger as he kicks and deals the 2-2. Slider swung through, strike three. Good looking hook there, CJ.
That it was. Liking what I'm seeing here in the early going out of Maniac pitching.
Yeah. Braden finishes up with 10 strikeouts. While he did walk 5, he only gave up 2 runs in this baseball game on 2 hits. And those were 2 unearned runs, by the way.
We will definitely take that line.
And we have, this is Kenny Wells, who came into base run earlier. He's going to hit for Lucci. Pitch to Kenny is low, ball 1. So with 1 gone, nobody out on the sacks. Kenny hitting from the right side. Joe's pitch to him. Swung on and fouled back. The count runs to a ball and a strike. Did you notice that last pitch from Sperano? I'm not sure exactly what the pitch was, but he over-rotated, and he's got so much hair underneath that hat. His hat went from the pitcher's mound halfway between there and home plate. The 1-1. And it falls off again. Strike 2. Yeah, look at that. Joe says, I got to do something about this because I have to keep bending over and picking up my hat every time.
Well, whatever he does, I doubt it'll be cutting off the golden locks. I think he loves them.
1-2 pitch. And the pitch is swung on and fouled at home plate.
I think the ladies do too, and that's all that matters, right?
Coach is probably, Midstock is probably in that third base dugout just getting the chuckle right now, wondering if anybody's getting this on film. Wells ready at the dish, and Joe digs into the glove. 1-2. Swung on, and a ground ball underneath the glove of Sperano, fielded out at shortstop. The throw to first is off the mark. Barlow can't glove it. And now the tag is applied at first. Out at first base is Kenny Wells, because Kenny turned towards second base. He was instructed to come back, and it's Larson who ran it down. Give that dog a bone. And he ran to first base and applied the tag on Wells for the second out.
Yeah, he dove. He laid full out.
Even the home plate umpire right now is giving Larson a pat on the back for the job that he did. The play is anytime there's a play at first base, your catcher has to back up the first baseman. Well, the throw to Dash was off the mark, and so rounding first and thinking he had a shot at second was Wells, but then when he was instructed to come back, he saw Larson was charging to the bag. Larson laid out and tagged him before he got to the bag. The terrible thing about this whole thing, though, CJ, is our fielding umpire turned and walked away from the play. It was the home plate umpire who had to make the call. Wow. I'm not sure what just happened here. So they're checking on Ryland, make sure he's okay. He's fine. He says, "I'm from Timberline. I'm fine."
Does that go in as a single and 2 unassisted?
A throwing error and then 2 unassisted, I would say, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm throwing error.
So with 2 gone now, pitches in there to Alex Drake, taken for a ball. Don't think I've ever seen one of those. I probably have, but it's 6 E6 and then 2 unassisted. Swinging strike, the pitch is fouled back into the glove of Larson. 1-1. Sperano into the glove and kicks and fires the 1-1. Swinging strike 2, and now it is game time for the White Tigers. Down to their last strike. Orofino up 6-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Joe can feel it as crouching down behind the dish as Larson flashes a sign. Joe begins his motion. Here's the 1-2. On the way, swung on, a ground ball to the third baseman, up on Easton, and he will not make the play. He just couldn't glove it completely. He had to eat the ball, and so Drake will reach to try and keep the White Tigers alive here in the top of the 7th inning.
You know, I was thinking about it, and Joe's hat does fall off every time. So you could just make like a little chin strap that goes up.
You need to tell that to his mom, Heather, and say, you need to get a chin strap for that boy's hat. Hessing steps up there, and the first pitch to him is inside for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 gone, 1 aboard for Timberlake. Orofino looking to wrap up this first game of a scheduled doubleheader. The 1-0 inside. Here's the throw down to first, and back safely at first base is Drake. The throw from Ryland came to the infield side. If he's able to make that throw tight into the outfield or the foul side, there might be a chance for Dash to swing around and put the tag on the base runner. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is low for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Joe can feel it. He knows that he's got an opportunity to close this game out. But right now he's kind of wrapped up in his mechanics. 3 balls, no strikes. The offering to Hessing. That is in there for a called strike. 3-1. Joe cocks his arm back like he's going to throw over to first base to get Drake back, and he says, no, I'm just really here to pick up my hat. A lead by Drake. Wants to try and make something happen to help his team. The 3-1 inside for ball 4. So there are 2 base runners aboard now for the White Tigers. And with, again, 2 gone, that's going to bring up Wyatt Kitchen.
Kitchen so far is 0 for 2 with a walk.
After a quick check of the runner, first pitch is a curveball missing inside, 1-0. To Wyatt. Joe looking out to his middle infield. Braden and Silas, or excuse me, that is not Silas, out at second. Pitch is outside for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that is Silas.
Is that Silas? Yeah, it is too. Should have worn my sunglasses that I could see better with. It's my excuse for the day. 2 balls, no strikes to Wyatt. The pitch high for ball 3. Joe's he's kind of losing a little of his confidence with his mechanics. All he has to do is throw strikes and let his defense do the work for him.
Yeah, with a 4-run cushion.
Here's Joe's 3-0 pitch. That is taken for a called strike. Wow. Kitchen wasn't quite
Couldn't believe it.
certain about that.
Throws his hands up.
Says, what? That's a strike? Kitchen says, well, I threw that. It wasn't a strike. Here's the 3-1 now on the way to Wyatt. Low for ball 4. So the sacks are loaded up with White Tigers now, as at third is Drake, second is occupied by Hessing. Kitchen with the base on balls, stands at first. That's going to bring up Caleb Knight. Or is this going to be Wells? Let's just wait and see. It is Caleb Knight.
Caleb Knight?
Yep, it is Caleb. So Caleb has been to the plate 3 times today. He's been hit by a pitch and it's flown out twice. Inside, the ball is off of the glove of Larson, and so scoring from third base is Drake, and everybody moves up another 90 feet. So scored as a wild pitch that brings home the run. Oh, it hit him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Thought I heard you say something like that. So here is the first pitch. Is swung on, fly ball, foul ground, and out of play to the right. 0-1. Remember, we started this all out with a couple of quick strikeouts, and then Alex Drake, with an 0-2 pitch, took ball 1 before he singled on the 4th pitch. This is Borges. So Joe or Joseph. It's Joe versus Joe here. The 0-1 delivery, no, it is not. It's a turn, no throw to second base.
I stayed on that time, though.
So Joe ready to go to work from the rubber, and Joe Borges at the plate. The 0-1 now on the way. High for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. So at third base is Hessing, Kitchen at second, Knight at first. 2 balls and a strike to Borges, and the pitch is going to be swung on. Fly ball to foul ground left side, and the ball takes a spin and gets away from Easton over at third base. He overran the ball to his right, and then he came back to the left and couldn't make the catch. It would have been the 3rd out of this ball game, but as it is, it's strike 2. And again, the Maniacs are down to just 1 strike away from coming up with their first victory here in 2021. And again, CJ, once that ball comes off of the bat, you've got to look up into this bright blue sky to try and dig it out of there. And for Easton, he just overran it in foul ground, but would have had the easy catch. A ball and 2 strikes. Joe says, let's get this over with. Here's the pitch. It is a cold third strike, and that'll do it. Orofino wins their first game of 2021, and it's Joe Borges who strikes out for the 3rd time in this game today to end the threat by the White Tigers here in the top of the 7th. The final score, Orofino 6, and the White Tigers of Timberlake 3. That's fun.
Yeah, it's got to feel good for Coach Midstock to get that first W up on the board for 2021, hoping that he'll have many more to come. And it looks like he might. He's got a pretty good showing here the first couple of games.
Yeah, Brandon Turcott, Joe Sperano to wrap it up. And, you learn a lot from situations like this, and I think everybody did. And I just hope they can carry it into the nightcap of this game and possibly come away today with a 2-1 record.
Yeah, most definitely.
CJ and I take a break. We'll come back right after this.
Oh, I love family road trips. The wind in my ears, the treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing we got a free safety check at Les Schwab Tires. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires. Limited time offer while supplies last. Actual discount amount depends on tire and wheel size and type. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions apply. Details at leschwab.com.
It doesn't have to be scorching hot outside to enjoy a deliciously cool treat inside. Augie's Deli has a cold case full of great tasting ice cream flavors you're sure to love. Cascade Glacier ice creams from everyone's favorite strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla to huckleberry and beyond. If you're a fan of extra creamy, extra decadent ice cream, then choose Cascade Glacier ice cream and indulge in 1 or 2 scoops today at Augie's Deli, Johnson Avenue, Orofino.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Well, the scoreboard lights are off for this first game as the field is prepped for the second game of the doubleheader with the Timberlake White Tigers. And good news, Maniac fans, as Orofino gets their first victory of the year, a 6-3 win over the Idaho 3A classification Timberlake White Tigers from Spirit Lake. And a quick rundown through the score. The visitors score 3 runs on 3 hits. They left 10 out on the base pads, while the Maniacs score their 6 runs on 8 hits against 1 error, and Orofino left 6 out on the base pads. And unfortunately, those 6 runners that were left out on the base pads were all in scoring position. And that's something that, while yes, you want to celebrate the victory and everything like that, and you've got a lot of great things going on. You're trying to manufacture runs. You're getting a lot of stolen bases out of your kids. You just don't like to leave that many base runners out in scoring position. And I'm talking about, here's Joe Sperano. He had a big triple that scored the Maniacs' 6th and final run in the 6th inning, and there were 2 opportunities to bring him home after that, and it just couldn't get done. And you want to bring your seniors home. You want to say, hey, you've worked hard. Here you are out there 90 feet away from scoring. We need to make sure that we can bring you home. And so that's just something I know that Coach will work on with his kids. CJ and I take another break. When we come back, individual line scores for the Maniacs right after this.
It's amazing that we wear something different every day to work and try our best to change up our look. New shoes or shirt or even a haircut can really make a difference. But when was the last time you changed out those glasses? If it's been more than a couple years since you visited your optometrist, now's the time. Dr. Rick Lindgren and staff at Family Eye Care are here to take care of your family's eyes. If your vision changes, even slightly, those old glasses you're wearing may not be doing you any favors. It only takes a few minutes to have your eyes professionally examined. You just may be surprised at how much you've been missing. Find new brand name frames for less than you might think. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses for a look that's bold, original, and unforgettable. Let Family Eye Care help take care of your eyes. Call and make an appointment today at 476-4814. Family Eye Care, Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and Highway 12 West in Kamei. Come on in and see the difference.
What's new at Orofino Builder Supply? Well, everything. Come out to the Highway 12 location and take a look. Pick up a copy of the 2021 Spring Merchandise Book to see firsthand the hundreds of in-store and online items. Plus, sign up to win one of two $500 shopping giveaways. Use your winnings to purchase anything you find in the merchandise book. Sign up before May 31st. Complete rules and regulations can be found today at Orofino Builder Supply. Stop in.
The forensic analyst searched for clues to what could have caused the house fire.
Could that be?
Traces of starch? Suddenly the pieces came together. The fire was started by
An over-microwaved potato?
and we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston, see me, Greg Kimberlink, your local farmer's insurance agent.
Welcome back once again to the Maniacs post-game show. CJ Thompson alongside Jeff Jones as the Maniacs pick up their first W of the season, 6-2, over the Timberlake White Tigers. Let's take a look at the individual batting statistics for the Maniacs in that leadoff spot. Big game out of Joe Sperano, 2 for 4, a couple of triples with an RBI and a run scored. Dash Barlow in that 2 spots, 0 for 3 with a walk. Then Braden Turcotte, fantastic pitching performance, starting off the game for Orofino, picking up the 10 Ks, 0 for 2 on the other side. He did reach, though, when he was hit by pitch and picked up a couple of RBI, one of those on a sacrifice ground out, and then he had scored a run as well. Rylan Larson was 2 for 2, a couple of slice bags, reached on when he was plunked, and then 2 RBI, or 2 runs scored added on that. Nick Drobish in the 5 spot, 1 for 2, stole a base with 2 ribbies. Jaron Christopherson, 1 for 2 with a run scored, also reached on an error. Steve Bradbury was 0 for 2. Emmett Lilly, 1 for 2 with an RBI, was hit by a pitch and stole a base. And Easton Schneider was 1 for 3, and he also scored. So good day overall at the plate for the Maniacs. 8 total hits to score those 6 runs.
You know, CJ, just quickly before we take our final break for the Pizza Factory Player of the Game, you know, I like to try and look through the scorebook if I have time, and I like to see what I think is a turning point. And I think a turning point for this Orofino squad is Timberlake led 2-0 at the top of the first. Maniacs were able to come back and get 1 in the bottom of the first, and then 1 in the bottom of the second to tie it up. So I looked to the top of the third, and what happened? Braden had given up his first 2 hits, a single to the 3-hitter Drake, and then a single to Hessing. And then you've got batters 5, 6, and 7. What Braden does at this point, he strikes out the next batter, Kitchen. He gets Knight to pop up into foul ground for the second out, and then Borges lines the ball into the glove of Drobish over at third. I think that's really a turning point. The Maniacs said, we've worked hard to get this tied up. Let's not give away a couple of singles and let them be runs. And so at that point, Orofino really put the stops on the White Tigers and did not allow them to score for the next 3 innings after that either. So I think that's a great turning point for this club.
Yeah, most definitely. It was a good mini victory there in the third for Braden to come out unscathed after giving up back-to-back singles. So, yeah, that was he really showed him that he meant business, and then goes on to fan 10 of them.
Yeah, just an amazing performance by the senior out on the hill. Okay, one more break, and then it's the Pizza Factory Player of the Game when we return after this.
Oh, I love family road trips. The wind in my ears.
Good dog.
Treats in my mouth. And peace of mind, knowing we went to Les Schwab for our tires, brakes, and alignment. If we had gone to one of those cheap tire stores that don't offer those services, I'd be a doggone wreck. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and treats, obviously.
Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Accidents happen, but your P1FCU debit account can help you pick up the pieces. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers cell phone protection, up to 2 $400 claims per year. Does your debit card do that? Just pay your cell phone bill from your preferred or Power Plus debit account and you're covered. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU preferred or Power Plus debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
In these tough economic times, we all struggle, but none more than our senior citizen population. At Orofino Marketplace, they wish to do everything they can to help take the strain off our golden generation. Every Thursday, shop Orofino Marketplace for a 10% discount on your entire shopping receipt. Senior Day discount is Orofino Marketplace's way to say thank you for your years of support and to give back to the community of Orofino and the surrounding area. Get more for your shopping dollar when you visit Orofino Marketplace on Michigan Avenue, Thursdays.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious and great pizza, baked spaghetti, hot wings, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door or when you drive up to ours. 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, the Pizza Factory.
They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Well, we're back here to wrap this one up, and the last piece of business, of course, is that Pizza Factory Player of the Game. We want to thank the Pizza Factory for honoring a Maniac player, and today they'll receive a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of their choice. So, CJ, I give it to you.
Awesome, solid performances this afternoon out of our Maniacs. Definitely an all-around well-balanced win. You talk about Rylan Larson going 2 for 2 from the plate. He played all over the field. Did a good job behind the dish. Was also out in center field for a little while, and we'll see him at many places around the diamond. And, everyone really just chipping in. Nick Drobish with a hit, Jaron Christopherson with a hit, Emmett Lilly. But the big boy out here today is Big Triple Joe. And, wow, did he ever live up to his new nickname? He is 2 for 4 with 2 triples. You rarely ever see one triple, and he picks up 2 of them. Went to the longest part of the field, center all the way back to the wall, and then later in the ball game, he takes it all the way to the wall and right, sending it the other way. You gotta love to see that. It makes you excited for what is to come. And then on the other side, he came in and he finished out the game for the Maniacs. Didn't get the save because that's got to be within 3 runs, but he did strike out a couple. He went 1 inning, giving up 1 run on 1 hit, striking out 2. He did walk 2 and hit 1, but he got the job done. So Big Triple Joe, you are today's Pizza Factory Player of the Game winner for your effort to get a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of your choice from our good friends at the Orofino Pizza Factory.
All right, so again, this is the first of a scheduled doubleheader with the Timberlake White Tigers. Please come on out and support high school athletics and watch the next game. CJ and I are off for a few days, and we'll come back into this booth on Friday next week when the scheduled opponent, the Bonners Ferry Badgers, another 3A squad. And so we'll get a chance to watch them in the first game of the scheduled doubleheader on Friday. 2 o'clock is the first pitch. We'll be on the air with a 1:45 pregame. I want to thank our in-studio engineer, Phil Lamont, for his hard work today. And, of course, you, the listener, For without you, we would not be here. I'm Jeff Jones.
I'm CJ Thompson.
We'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good afternoon.
Thank you for listening in today to another Orofino High School athletics presentation of Maniac Baseball. Today's game has been brought to you by many fine community backers, and they thank you for supporting your local kids. We hope you'll continue to listen in for more from the Maniac Diamond throughout the season. A Central Idaho Broadcasting sports presentation, Orofino High School Baseball, is always on your Central Idaho sports leader, AM 13 KLER.